Anyway, we got Solstice versus Gunner. Gene. I'm gonna call him Gene just because that's his name in the Discords. Even though, so we got America versus America. Solstice is, I already forgot, on team. God, can I even say that? Like, okay, I actually don't make any money on YouTube, so who gives a fuck? Solstice is on team DrugLords, and Gunner is on team PP, but like Pitty Party. Not gonna lie, I don't know what's going on over here. Disengage. Do we know what's happening here? Is this a shop opener? I've never seen double. Okay. I'm just watching it going, wait, what? Yeah, but is that how you do it? Honestly, I didn't think so. Because you already have enough wood. I'm almost half tempted to, while I'm sitting here, I'm doing it. There's nothing happening at the beginning anyway. Orc. No barrack shot before tech. Yeah. Okay, well, that's literally not what it says on the website. Maybe he figured this shit out. Anyway, all right. So we got interesting opening from Solstice. I think maybe that's just the right way to do it. I don't know. I just never see two peons on wood that early. But he is going for the quick tech with a BM versus human. So he is going to just be probably buying a circlet and then go be annoying.
A player's forces are under attack.
And we got to see what the item's going to be over here and how much damage is he going to take on this. So it's not like he's speed scrolling across because he's apparently not Woody Wood. Those who get the reference know why I'm saying it. Uh-oh. Okay, he's moving. So, Gene is already level 2. I mean, it's not a bad item, but I'm guessing he probably would have liked health or invul, considering he's going to have to deal with the BM. BM now knows exactly where Gene was. He doesn't actually have a circlet, so he didn't go for the circlet in the shop or anything like that.
Attack.
It's a really good item for burrow killing. That's fair. That actually is true. I died to it as an undead somewhat recently, or so much so. But what I mean is, and Solstice hasn't done it. He's doing it. Wait, he bought the Dust of Appearance so that he couldn't buy it. Then sold it, then bought the circlet. What I was saying is, this is effectively like a level 2 hero now hitting the Archmage.
A player's forces are under attack.
And it can be really annoying. But Gene's just going right across the map. We are now getting the spike upgrade, but I mean, it's going to finish really before anything happens over here. He's coming out to repair. And this is what I mean. Solstice is just right-clicking the Archmage with the BM, and it can be super annoying for the Archmage. It could be even more annoying if Solstice had Boots of Speed, but even as is, super annoying. He even speed scroll just to make him back off, but Gene notices he's also not one of those humans who's gonna get stuck in the back of his base. It's a double-edged sword though, because Solstice comes right over. We get to see the new healing salve and just see how quick. Who was it? Someone in gym made one of those just like meme gifs, like of what it feels like when you see a orc healing up. So, Gene went across map. I mean, he goes across map. He doesn't really get anything done except making Solstice pull some from wood, but he has enough wood to get everything he wanted, I think. He's even getting a 1-0 upgrade for, I guess we're going Mass Raiders?
A player's forces are under attack.
The lames are coming. He does have to be careful though. BM is out of mana. He does have boots, so at least he's a little bit quicker. And no MK yet for Gunner. I mean, I presume it's an MK. He could go for something else, but why is he? Fuck. Gene. The peasant is killing the Arcane Sanctum. Well, doesn't have to worry about it anymore. It would have been funny if he actually killed himself, though. Alright. The Raiders are coming. It's going to be super lame, which is fine, but, you know. He's going to be going for buildings. He's going to be going for, like, ensnare, surrounds on heroes, or hero, because Gunner, aka Gene, has not made a second hero yet. I mean, an MK right now would be super nice. He should have had it by now. Just for the bolts. Bolt surrounds, you know, get rid of some raiders. Water alleys, all that good stuff, but there we go. Took a little while. He is going to get the footy. I mean, by now, like, honestly, the MK should have already been out a while ago, and this wouldn't be happening right now because he'd have to back off with the BM. Instead, Hex, probably, arguably Hex and Naga might be the best two level 1, like, second heroes. They just have, like, an instant impact. The Hex is ridiculous. And then there's Naga with the slow. Not always. I don't know. I mean, obviously with Lich, level 1, yes. But, especially versus, like, Orc, you gotta go, like, Frost Armor. And then just pray you don't die. Well, we got some slow. That'll be good just to deal a little bit with all the Raiders. Hello, Mr. Phil. Thank you for the follow. Ooh, here we go. Well, he can't even bolt. Is he going to get the bolt? Is he going to bolt? Is he going to bolt? The bolt. He could speed scroll, maybe? No, he's not even going to bother. And that's the right move. I mean, we all know Solstice is about to just peace out. Unless he gets bolted, like, right now. So, I mean, like, Solstice could, oh, fuck. He's falling apart. Yeah. That was a big oopsie-doopsies. Honestly, oh, he even used his speed scroll already. I was gonna say, it's just time to speed scroll away. That's 1, 2, 3, plus a, oh my god. That was expensive. And Solstice is trying to transition into maybe Tauren or Spirit Walkers, but he's also going tier 3, so maybe it's Tauren, I'm not sure. And what did he get for it? He got the altar. He also did have pillage, so he got a little bit of gold out of it, but certainly not a level 1 BM, so 200 gold plus 3 raiders worth of gold. Yeah. So, that dude, okay, pick it up and run. Weird start for Gene into a weird middle game for Solstice. And now Gene is starting to get a little bit scary of an army. His hero levels are still trash, though. But the army itself is starting to look a little bit better. And I'm not sure what Solstice is trying to do. Because he's about to get bolted. No slow yet. There is no slow. He went out of mana. Which might have been from the creep. Alright.
A player's forces are
And he
under
TP's
attack.
out. He's scared. I mean, like, Solstice needs to get... excuse me. Gene needs... Both of them, really. Both of them want levels on their heroes. Gene was in a better spot to get the levels, but now Solstice... He's got a level 2 SH. He's got a decent item on it. It's not the best first human, but you're not going to complain about it, you know, having it. And now he's going... Double Tauren Totem. Tier 3. Tauren will flip this back around. Right? Like, he doesn't have master training, but just Taurens themselves versus Raiders, rifles, like... Well, there was more than one sword. Where did the other sword go? Did it die? Okay. Yeah, Gene's army is not going to be able to deal with that. He is teching the tier 3. Maybe there'll be a tech switch with it. If he can pick off some raiders, that'd be great. Just attack, move that one, please. He also, it's important to note, Gene didn't go clap. He went bash. But I don't like this fight from Solstice. Why is he taking this fight? Solstice is taking a fight when he is the one who is tier 3, looking to get Tauren. And now he's basically lost everything. Gene just got some level ups. Solstice is back to having nothing. I think he might be a little, Solstice is one of those people who actually watches and observes their opponents to try and figure out what they do. So I don't know what the strategy was on ladder, but apparently Solstice thought Raider laning him was the counter. So I'm not sure what it was that he thought was happening. But yeah, he needs to get back into this game.
A player's forces are under attack.
Jeez, already 1-1 upgraded too. Alright, we're getting a Kodo, we're getting all the upgrades. I mean, Solstice is going to be... Despite everything Solstice has lost, it's still a scary army coming out. Unless Gunner goes, like, right now for Griffins. I don't think he is. He's still going for upgrades for the rifle people. I am worried now for Mr. Gunner. I don't know what he's going to do with this. Like, honestly. Alright. I mean, some Knights, but... I haven't really watched Knights vs. Tauren. Frankly, ever. But especially since they did buff Tauren quite a bit. I feel like Knights will probably die. Knights are good units, but the AoE of smacking the ground with multiple Tauren will mess up whatever's in front of it. Like, all of these units. Although he does have a lot aiming the MK, and the MK can actually put down a healing ward, so not the worst position for Gunner to take a fight, but he's got to take... Okay, wait, he did it. Okay, good. He took out the Master Walker, so now we're not going to have Taurens being revived all over his face. I'm hearing rifles die. I am not seeing any Torns die yet. He did bolt one of them, but he really needs... I'm not liking this. He's going to lose the MK. He doesn't have the healing. Wait. Okay. He does get the healing down. A little bit of healing is great, but then, of course, Solstice comes in with one smack on the ground. Just gets rid of it. He needs to get rid of these Torn, but like I said, like, shit, they just kill everything in its wake. There's nothing left. And Gene is pumping units, but he's not pumping heroes. And he just lost both of them. Okay, we got the Archmage. Nope, we got the MK coming back. That's probably the right move of the two. And now Solstice backs up. Like, doesn't have to go forward. He could probably just end it right now, frankly. But okay. Okay, Dakota also just ate something. If the MK had stayed alive, then maybe he could have done something by bolting and running away and killing some Torn. With these type of armies, you definitely need to do some kiting. He was ahead, but he didn't have the right type of army, and Solstice just goes right for the altar, takes the altar out. We will not have any more heroes. Now it is little militias versus big men with pierced nose. It means they're in a game. Well, Solstice with the pretty bad mid game, gotta say. Very bad mid game where he was losing all his shit. Transitions into Torn. He's definitely been doing his research on Gene. So I am curious if after what he thought Gene was doing in the game to begin with, and then once he saw that it was rifles, was that his cue to go, I'm just going Torn. The human player probably had to kill him in between the transition from Torns, or from Raiders into Torrents. That was really that was the place. It's always bad when someone is typing in like Russian and it's being auto detected as to whether or not it should be able to be said or not. Am I going to regret this? Yeah, I think I am. I put it from Russian to Spanish, but I know enough Spanish to know one of those words. Oh, shut up, you asshole. What do you know about AK3? Well, you're fun. If you say anything else in Russian, I'm going to ban you, though. Just as a heads up. Because I'm not playing the game of looking up what stuff is being said. I mean, I did warn you. Alright, we're going game 2. Using my Blade Master input Lord strat. I don't know what you did, but I guess we'll see. So, we're going into game 2. It is on Shallow Grave. I gotta update the score. And also, I guess, flip it. If I remember how to flip it. There we go. And then I gotta update the score that way. Alright. Alright, a different build coming out of Solstice than we had in game 1. I am curious. I don't like to read into these things in GNL, like where people put their altar, because if this is at a higher level, usually the altar is on the side of where you're gonna creep. There is a chance he goes for the Mercamp first. That's just a ballsy chance. And then we have on this side FS, HH. They finish up roughly about the same time, which is correct, so we're not going to get like a grunt first, probably. We're just going to go right into HH. And we got the Archmage and Footies, and where are we going to go with them? I have no freaking idea. I mean, again, Solstice said, hey, that's not what you do on ladder, so what does he do on ladder? I don't know. Okay. Well, at least we know which way we're going now. Sorry, I'm doing something, Jim, real quick. We're going for the easier creep, which I would agree with. And Solstice is coming across the map. He's going to be looping this way. Okay, he's creeping. He's not worried about like an Insta Expo or something like that. Or maybe, no. I was gonna say maybe he'll scout with one of the weaker wolves, then he went back, then he did. Alright. So he is, I mean, I can really scout. Interesting spot for the scout, but he does see it. And he is coming in, the FS is coming in. This is always the game of how much damage can you put on the FS and how much damage can you put on the Archmage, really. The thing is, now that they're HH here, this is a little bit scary for the footies, because if he resummons the wolves, he could take out some of these footies. He isn't just aiming like one footy though, he's aiming a few, which means that they're doing fine so far. But soon, it's not going to work out. So one footy dead. We are not teching yet for... Okay, we are teching now for Gene.
A player's forces are under attack.
2 footies down. 2 footies down? 2 footies down. I mean, now we have Solstice feeling pretty comfortable. He's going to be able to control kind of the mid and just be able to do what he wants. HH are pretty strong early until like Defend is out, and now that he's already killed 2 footies, you know, Gene might not even go for it. And Gene is also a little bit scared. You remember his last game. He's getting a second.
A player's forces are under attack.
Probably an Arcane Tower, but not sure for sure. Blacksmith in the back, so we're going to probably go for a rifle army again. It looks like that's what Gene favors. Kind of like a rifle-based composition. Which, then we have to see, what does Solstice do? Does he stay tier 2? Does he go straight for tier 3, get Torrent and all that stuff? So it goes like HH Torrent with some casters. Tried to pull it, but Creep just didn't care and just ran back. You gotta hit it right at the right time as it's running back to re-aggro it. What is not the end kind of want to see, unless you're going to go tier 3 and get Torrent. But it's better that he gets it than someone else, right? He does have defend though. So he is definitely going to be able to deal with this army, especially when it's so weak. But Solstice is running otherwise, so you don't have to worry about that anytime soon. And once again, I feel like Gene is a little slow on making a second hero. He's also supply block now. But yeah, this is just so bad because a lot of this games a lot of like human versus orc sometimes comes down to either the timing you hit or the fact that the MK gets big and fat and fucks everything up. And neither of these can be happening when you're supply block. Honestly, probably should have fast built that farm and just went to town quick as you could to get out that MK.
A player's forces are under
We are
attack.
staying tier 2 for now for Solstice. He is going for the Tauren Totem and also Bestiary. It'll be probably a mixture of some Raiders, Spirit Link, HH, maybe a Kodo in there. But we'll have to see. Could be just like a tech in a second, for all I know. He does have the gold if you wanted the tech. Wait, Gunner's running right across map, so Gene is going to be running right at him. Does not have an MK yet, and ironically, this is okay-ish so far for Gene because Solstice has his FS just away from the rest of his army. So he's running in. Can we get any burrows? If we can get some burrows, that'd be great. However, we have the TP right away before really much damage can be done. That is one dead burrow, but it came in at the cost of a Merc. Okay, and not one of the rifles. So that's not the worst. I mean, it slows down Gene a little bit. He was already sitting on a lot of gold, and the only problem for Solstice, the only problem for Gene is Solstice got the units he wanted in, and now he's going for the upgrades. And by the time the burrows finish, the upgrades are going to be relatively done. So, kind of supply blocking him is cool, but also at the same point, not going to do much here. And he did have to burn a TP and a Merc for one burrow. And Solstice just takes that opportunity to tech. I guess he's like, well, I can't build anything right now, so might as well tech.
A player's forces are under attack.
Good news for Gunner, aka Gene. He got Gar. "3-2 heroes to the 3-1 heroes of Mr. Gene. And now he comes back to finish off the camp. So we got a Spellbreaker, some rifles, looks like some caster, going tier 3. He's a little bit ahead on the tier 3 tech than the Orc is. The Orc, though, has quite a bit of healing. Level 2 wave, he's got a heal scroll, he's got additional mana out of this, and all Gene has right now is this level 1 MK, which frankly isn't that scary. Scroll the Beast was good until it was all dispelled. He's going for the, I don't like this, he's going for the SH, but the SH can heal more, it can suck mana, it can use Invul. It's not going to die anytime soon. If he had gone for these MK, for the Headhunters, which are not moving, I wouldn't hate this. Same with the Kodo. He's got to make sure that does not happen right there. That is a hungry Kodo. No more slow for Gene, so this is basically a useless Sork. And that is a dead MK. This came out perfect for Solstice. Gene hit way too early, or at least at the wrong time, because I don't even know if it's too early, but he hit at the wrong time given the hero levels of Solstice and also the size of his army. And now Solstice is just chasing down what he can, picking it off. It's 40 food to 40 food, 37 food to 40 food. But I gotta say, I love Solstice's spot right now. The only thing where I'm like, you have my attention, Mr. Gene, is this. The Griffin Aviary could be huge. The only problem is Hex. He could, if it's only a few Griffins, he can Hex the Griffins. Or ensnare and just kill them. You need a lot of Griffins. And he's on one base. He's only got one Griffin Aviary. I don't see that happening.
A player's forces are under attack.
Some of the gold went to the Knight. Now we got Garer back, and the other bad part for Gene right now is everything close to him has been crept. If he wants to creep, he has to go far out, and right now, he doesn't want to be anywhere near Solstice. With the ensnare, which is the better hero levels, he needs to get his own hero levels, but instead, he's taking greens. He needs to take reds. I know it's risky, but like, I don't know what else you can do. We now got a BM third. Who did BM third recently? I remember seeing it somewhere. I feel like now I'm seeing everyone else do it. Vandals, some people pay good money for that. Vandals, like candles, fucking ditched us in GNL. Feels bad, man. Gar and Balador are the bright. I mean, he's starting to get like a couple levels, but one pigeon ensnared. He does not have another ensnare, so he could maybe heal it. No, he was just out of reach with the paladin, I think. But here we go. We got the fight. It's coming in. He actually hexed the MK instead of the Griffin. He is aiming the Griffin with the 1BM. We do not have him calling to arms, so I am a little bit scared over there for that. We have Master Training. He might be able to bring back this one Torrent if it ever dies, but all I'm hearing are the Knights dying. And Gene's army is falling apart. He is not calling to arms, like I said. The BM isn't dying, the Torrent isn't dying. When the Torrent does die, eventually, maybe, possibly, it's just going to come back to life. It's not even dying. It doesn't want to die. He is not coming back. Okay. He's dead. Rest in pieces. Gene pulls the boys, but it's just like now there's nothing except a Griffin Rider with 7 life and a Knight and almost dead MK. He's trying to micro back this 1BM with 45 life. He is able to do it, and Gene is following it with everything. The Archmage is dead. The MK is dead. I think it's a 2-0. I think I'm calling it. Please tell me. It was the DrugLords. So I gotta say though, Solstice definitely did his homework. I know he's been talking about like doing research on people and stuff like that. He was in voice chat the other day. So I know he's been putting in the work for this, and the game isn't officially over yet. Like, it is 36 food to 33 food, but realistically, the problem here is Solstice has almost 5.53 heroes. It's pretty much, 5, 4.9, 2.8 to the 4.31 of Gene. But Gene only has his level 1 paladin out, and there's only the reds left to creep on this map and one orange. The one orange that's next to Solstice's base. I think bats will be okay this game. They're definitely not cost effective, but no, I don't think he's gotten the war animal training. He hasn't gotten any armor upgrades, so not the worst thing in the world. He's trying to expo though. I don't know. Isn't making research on Europe? I mean, no. I get what you're saying. Like, you could just improve yourself, yes. But saying just improve your own game is like me just telling everyone worse than me to get better, and then, like, better players than me telling me to get better. It's not that easy. So, part of the way you do get better is by looking at replays and determining what is a good counter to that will help them in the long run. But then specifically for this game, I think doing this is a good idea. Do a little bit of research, know what your opponent's doing, and you can better counter it. Wow, it doesn't even go through. You should give me another 100 biddies just to see. Shower me in pennies. So, I like the armor upgrade. It's going to make this even more cost ineffective. However, yeah, like, he's going to blow that up. That's going to die. Where's MK? Dead. The MK died, the Archmage died, the Paladin died, the Paladin came back, the Archmage came back, and the MK is still not even made yet. And this army is not dying. This army's dying, though. Oh, he's trapped. He got trapped by a critter! What a dick. Okay. Now. It might be game. I never blame anyone for sticking in these games. Because, like, anyone can screw up. But we're now getting close to the point where I think Sheen's looking at it going,
a player's forces
yeah, I have no
are
shot.
Under attack.
The expo is going down. Solstice has his own. 48 food to 19 food. 50 food to 19 food. Nope, bueno. Well, good game. It was a good game, but I just think Solstice, like I keep saying it, Solstice came in with the plan, I think. It got kind of thrown off because apparently Gene did something he doesn't do on ladder. I don't know what that was, but that's what Solstice said. I definitely think game 1, Gene had that one. He had that. That was within his grasp. He just had to be in the mid game a little bit more aggressive. But those were good games. I mean, I know it probably felt like Gene was on the back foot, or like for Gene, it probably felt like he was on the back foot the whole time. But he